do have fun, and we do need to have some additional people to take some of the offices and committees. So please, if you can spare an hour every second Monday, that would be wonderful if you could join the board or join a committee where you can just do a little bit here and there.
Holly has something.
I don't, yes, Holly?
The Crystal Dig, September 24 through 29 out in Arkansas, and the deposits needed by August 15.
Okay, there's, out in Arkansas, we have a planned group trip there to do some crystal digging. And so I think it's going to be in the newsletter, or is it what? Where did you put the information?
It was too late.
Oh, you want to talk about it a little bit?
Sure. Is your mic on?
No. He's just not leaving.
I have to do, okay. Well, somebody should have told me.
We just did.
Good morning. Crystals play a big part in our life. We live on a crystal planet. We do. And this gentleman, Micah Nelson, is a teacher, a trainer, a Reiki master, a whole bunch of all of those credentials. And he's got a training session that starts at his place at 7 p.m. in the evening on Friday the 24th. And then the next day, we go crystal digging. That is Saturday. Then Sunday, we go up to a magnetic mountain to build crystal grids. So he'll be teaching us how to do gridding work. And even if you don't understand what you're doing, put crystals in your home and put them around and bless them and ask them to guide, guard, protect, and keep your area clean. And then on Monday, there'll be a spa day. And I've been looking online at all the different spas there. Those mineral waters are incredible how the park is built right on top of them. Well, they're there, and then they built the park around it. And we'll be going to a spa that day, I guess, to clean off from all the digging in the dirt. And then Tuesday, we're going back to another one and do some more digging. And then on Wednesday, a boat excursion. It's $750 for the whole time there, the training, the classes, going to the mines. And a deposit of $300 is needed by August 15. We did send out, Betty, I think we did send out. Yeah, there was plenty sent out. So it didn't make the newsletter, but it did go out. So if anybody's interested, they can call me because I'm going, and I've got 2 other people signed up as well, if you'd like to go. And if you don't get to go, when I come back, I'll tell you all about it.
Yes. You haven't told me what day you want. You have to. That reminds me. You have to tell me pretty soon. Yeah, for speaking. Yeah.
Okay, Betty, do you have anything to tell us?
On the 29th, we're going
Betty?
to Vineyards, which everybody
Betty,
is excited about.
Betty, you want to come up here, please?
You can't hear my voice?
No, come on.
I can.
I figured you could. I've been known to clean wallpaper off of people's homes 5 miles down the road.
Hey, would you come to mine?
Yeah. I used to be the one they called the kids home from school. Okay, on the 29th of this month, which is a Thursday, we are going to the Vineyards, and it's 250 Apollo Beach Boulevard. Be there about 4:30-ish and have a good time.
That's
So that's
August
Thursday,
is-
next Thursday.
Yes, the 29th. August is up on the activity board. I'm not going to talk about it now. I'll catch it next Wednesday, okay? But there's a lot going on next month. And if you like to bowl, we're going to have a good time. Anyways, there you go.
Thank you.
Okay, so I will turn it over to Karen.
Okay. And I'm going to introduce Dr. Lewis Gates. We are so honored to have him with us. Dr. Gates is a spiritual medium, a trance medium, healer, and teacher, living and working in Casadega, Florida. And he has his doctoral out of the University of Metaphysics. His mother's side of the family were mediums and psychics going back to some 5 generations. So he grew up around this. He knew at the age of 3 years old that he could see spirits. He has found out over many years that he carries all the psychic gifts. He found that he can see, sense, and hear spirits. He was gifted by God with objective clairvoyance that lets him see spirits as though they were in the room with him. We'll have to talk about, do you see anything around here that's in this room? Dr. Gates states, the most amazing aspect of being a medium was losing the fear of death completely. A truth that he hopes to share with many people as he can. There is no death, there is no end, only eternal progress that is open to every soul. Your loved ones wait to greet you on the other side, and they send you love. And also your animals are there too, I know that. So he is going to do a meditation for us. Dr. Bates, would you like the lights turned down when you do the meditation?
That'd be awesome.
Okay. So here he is. We're very honored to have him today. Let's welcome Dr. Lewis Gates.
I think it's working, right? Okay, it's working. So I'm going to take you on a meditation. Where do you want me to go? Or just my pointing?
No, I'm pointing to her.
Oh. I'm going to take you on a meditation, and what I'm doing, I'm going to play some music. I got some music, so you guys got music. Hey. What will happen during this meditation, I'll let my guide Lucerne, he is my trance guide, he will speak through me. My voice will change, different things will change when I do this. But just allow yourself to go where you feel like you need to go. When people do meditations, they want you to follow them. I don't care if you follow me. Go run through the woods if you want to. I don't care. But you don't follow my guided meditation to go where you feel is best for you. So, my voice will change. You'll notice I'll have like a little English accent here when I get into this. So, I'll let Lucerne overshadow me. What I'd like you to do is just close your eyes. I'd like you to breathe. Allow that breath, that flow of energy into your being. Allow you to hold that air within your vibration. And as you think about touching the Christ Spirit within you, I want you to breathe out that positive energy. Positive energy that is your true self, your true vibration. And as you continue to focus on your breath, I want you just to find yourself in a rhythm, a vibration of balance within your life. And as you breathe within your situations, within your life, I want you to feel the presence of your higher self, your higher connection to spirit, allowing loved ones and pets, guides and protectors to follow you, to gather in your vibration. And as you continually get balanced within your life, I want you to feel the presence, not of God at this point, but I let you to feel the presence of your higher self, that connection to the infinite source. And as you breathe again, I want you to visualize yourself standing at the top of a staircase. And as you start to walk down the staircase, I want want you to feel yourself getting deeper and deeper within your being. Stepping down to the 9th and the 8th stair. Allowing yourself to be more at peace. As you continually walk down these stairs, I want you to get to the 5th stair. Stand there for a moment. Take in the connection of spirit, vibration, and where you are at this moment. Then continue your journey to the 4th, 3rd, 2nd, eventually at the base of the staircase. I want you to visualize where you are. Are you in a room? Are you on a path? Where are you at this moment in your life? And as you start to make your movement, the symbols that appear within your vibration here will give you information, will connect you to someone or something you need, my children. And as you continue to walk in a direction, there are guides here. There are master teachers that have arrived in this vibration. They are here to teach you and protect you and love you. And I want you to take a seat somewhere up in this direction. Allow your guides to sit near you. Ask questions of your guides. Ask for information. This is a good place in your life to ask for perfect health, perfect vibration within your auric field. This is a time to ask your higher self for blessings, for you and for others. It's a place to feel the higher vibration of energy. And at this point, allow a loved one to come sit with you. Allow them to sit next to you. Feel their vibration. Sense their energy. Allow them to converse with you. Some of them have been gone many, many years, but they are still near you. And as you breathe in the essence, the vibration of this individual, it will bring back memories, times well spent. I also want you to take yourself back to when you were healthy in your life. Visualize yourself with health. At some point in this lifetime, or in others, you were extremely healthy. Take yourself there. Feel the essence of the power that you pull from the cells within your body. While you sit here, I want you to allow yourself to receive a gift from your spirit. Spirits usually bring stones, minerals here to help you. It is the form or the connection of the mineral that will protect you. Whether it's a high vibrational stone or a clear crystal, battery, an energy vortex. Receive the stone from your guides and your protectors. Place it somewhere on your person. It will always stay there. You might not need it for every moment and every second of your day, but it will be there within your being when you need it. Meditations are to help you find the journey, to find your place within the universe. So allow that energy to transpose within your being. Know in your life that you have done nothing wrong. You have followed a journey. You have been a life lesson for the universal energy. You have traveled a path to affect others, also to learn lessons within your being, but just to make the journey. And I want you to bless yourself for making the journey, because that is who you are. So, when you are part of this whole universal energy, it transposes within yourselves. Some of you will feel it. You will feel it down in yourselves. Some of you might not feel everything about it, but it is there at your call, at your understanding. So I want you to thank your guides. I want you to tell them thank you, because every single one there loves you. They want to encourage you because you affect the universal energy. I want you to start making your way back up the stairs. Back up to the 5th stair. Stand there for a moment. Look at your surroundings. Has the energy changed within your being? Do you feel lighter within your vibration? And as you move higher, up to the top of the staircase and back to your chair, you understand that you've been on a journey. Not mostly for you, my children, but mostly for the universal energy. Change the aspect of someone at a distance. By raising your vibration, you have affected their life. And when you take that next breath, breathe in a positive energy from the God source. Let it mix with the Christ energy within you. And when you breathe out into the universe, you do not breathe out negativity. You breathe out that positive energy that dwells within you. That you are a high vibration. Connection to the higher senses of consciousness. And all you can breathe out is positive energy. When you take this next breath, I want you to find yourself back here. And when you're ready, open your eyes. We can turn the lights back on so we don't get too like we aren't in the dark. I'll be all spooky in here. There we go. I want to tell people before I get started, me and Jeremy and quite a few others are going on a cruise in February, so if you would like to have flyers, you can sign up for the cruise. February is going to be 7 days of metaphysical craziness. So it'll be fun. You'll have more workshops than you know what to do with. And you'll get to meditate at one of the big pyramids there in Mexico. So it'll be fun. So, And I do have some cards on Ho'oponopono. I made those up on Ho'oponopono and the Myra prayer. So that will actually, it actually helps if you know anything about Ho'oponopono. So I have cards up here for that you can have. So I'm going to talk today about, I want to talk today about symbols and the ideas of symbols that people get in their lives. And the first thing I want to tell you with symbols, if you have a lot of symbol books in your home, throw them away. There you go. How easy is that? Most people get too connected to their symbols. Remember, the symbols are only yours. They are your vibration. They're how spirit works with you individually. Not because somebody wrote a book and said, this is what the symbol means to me. Symbol doesn't mean that to you. You might have been raised different. You were in a different vibration, raised somewhere else in the United States. You might be raised in Wisconsin. You have no idea what an alligator looks like. Spirit might not show you an alligator. Because it won't be a symbol for you, because you won't know what that is. Spirit will show you symbols that have a connection to you, a connection to your vibration. So when you're looking at the symbols, you're trying to set your psychic vocabulary, your vocabulary in your head, so that you don't have to ask 50, 60 questions about what that means to you. I have friends of mine that have books everywhere. And if they get a symbol, they will look through 40 or 50 books until they get the answer they're looking for. Instead of just understanding that first thought, first impression. When I taught quite a few years ago on a subject, I taught CERT. And I don't know if you guys know what CERT is. It's C-E-R-T. Now when you talk about that, it's communication. Communication with spirit, but also communication with yourself. Evidence. Spirit should give you evidence, some kind of connection of what the meaning is or what kind of connection that is to you. There should be some evidence so you can give to the person or you receive it within your being. And reason. Let me tell you, Spirit does not come in this room and go, I love you, and off they go. It's too much energy to get here. They've come here for a reason. There's a reason why Spirit shows up in your life. There's a reason. If they lower their energy too far, it means that you've done something stupid and they've come to save you. You raise your energy to get to them. You raise it. And then T is for tie up loose ends or tell a story. Telling a story. Telling spirit. Telling a story. Kind of weaving all the symbols and all the stuff into a story. You need to know how to tell a story. That's what you need to do. If I look at you and I say, oh, I see a tree and I see a car and oh my God, I saw a squirrel and a broken down bicycle, God bless you. You're going to look at me and go, you're crazy. You're not going to listen to me until I tell you what those symbols mean to me. So remember that everything has a meaning, a vibrational meaning. You might have flowers in your vibration you associate with someone. You have different things in your life you associated. If that appeared, butterflies, dragonflies, birds, different things. Symbols with animal totems, and I'm going to be one that shakes a little bit of people. If you teach animal totems, I'll help you. You do not keep the same animal totem in your life. So don't think that, oh, I got the bear. Bear's been with me all my life. Bear's good. No. Your animal totems will change as you need them. You might not need the bear for a while. You might need the fox to sneak around something. You might need something else in your life. You might not need the certain animal totem. So don't get fixated on stuff. Don't get yourself all fixated on some kind of situation in your life. People become guide fixated on some kind of symbol of their guides. They don't move any further in the work because they get stuck in that situation. They get stuck there. They don't move. They don't change the location, the situations in their life. You have to be able to grow. You have to be able to move down the path. When I took you on the meditation, It was not the meditation that I wanted to take you on. I want you to see what you saw when you stepped down to that first stair and you were standing there at the base. What did you see? Not everyone's going to see the same thing. You could see a path, you could see rocks, you could see trees. What did you personally envision at that point? Those are your symbols. The journey in meditations are never the destinations. I could take you to the mountain. I could get you some water out of the fountain and have you wander around up there and set you on a pearl bench. It's not the top of the mountain. It's the journey to the mountain. It's the information that you get from meditations. It's not the mountain. You'll eventually get there. It's how you arrive at the mountain is what you see. So the symbols, the vibration of symbols, is connected relatively for you. You're setting your vocabulary. And to set focus, people focus. When I was 3 years old, my mother would sit me in front of a candle. And I would have to focus on a candle. If my mind wavered, I'd have to bring it back to the candle. I taught myself to focus. Now I can sit for hours and stare at a candle and never waver, never let another thought come in my mind. Focus. Focusing with your energy. If you're doing work, if you're working with spirit and trying to get your symbols, and you're going, oh, I need to do the wash, oh my God, the phone's going to ring, oh my God, the kids are going to be home, you're never going to get to where you need to be. So it's focusing on your intent. What are you looking for? While you're still grounded, while your feet are on the floor, you should state what you're looking for. That includes when you're going to sleep at night. When you're going to sleep at night. When your feet are still on the floor. Before you raise your feet and go into the sleep mode, tell your guides what you're looking for. Explain to them what you're actually expecting from the spirit world. If you just go haphazardly skipping through the tulips over there, you might not be able to get all the information you personally need in your life. And symbols come very quickly. I've been doing mediumship most of my life. Usually there's a picture screen that shows up for about 35, 40 seconds, goes. Out of that 35, 40 seconds, you've got to talk. You've got to say something, because now you've got these symbols. Now what are you going to say? What are you going to do? A little quick, for instance, I'll give you is, I'll do a little thing I do in my classes. I'll have somebody here give me 3 things. I'll have you give me 3 things. Doesn't matter what they are, 3.
Birds,
Birds.
clay,
Clay.
time.
Time. Birds, clay, and time is what she gave me. Now, remember, those are symbols. Birds, clay, and time. Symbols. Now, I could read back to her and say, you know, dear, I saw birds. They were sitting on some clay. I think their time at that spot was up. God bless you. And you're going, what the heck is that? Now, I've told you the symbols back to you. I didn't change them. I just gave them back to you. But what I have to do is try to tell a story. Weave the birds, the clay, and the time into a story for you. Question with that is, question with your life right now, dear, is this point in your vibration in your life that you are trying to have freedom in your life, a connection of freedom. That could be a freedom of health, a freedom of well-being, a freedom of consciousness within your life. You're still searching, you're still looking, you're a searcher, you're a person that wants to find situations within that. You can make things out of almost anything in your life if you put your mind to it. You're very intelligent, you're very smart, you have a good connection to who you are. You've had situations happen in your life that have thrown you off balance, but you attract people in your life that are not fully assembled. They don't have all their parts in the box, let's put it that way. Be gentle. My guide says a couple of eggs short of a dozen. And I do feel that your vibration is the whole connection of you finding your peace within your life, finding that direction, that vibration of who you are. And I feel like you've been working on it for quite a few years in your life. You're still a work in process. You don't feel like you are where you need to be at this moment. but you will find your place. You will find your direction because you have guides who are working with you. Guides that help you and protect you and guide you. I leave that with God's blessings. That's just the three things. That's all.
Everything you said was true.
No, that's just the three things. See, it's when you look at how spirits, you tell the story, the vibration story. But when you do the story, when you do that vibration, I know when the lady came up here and talked on crystals. Crystals are symbolic vibrations of crystals. Where the vibration of the crystal is where you bring your vibration. Lower the vibration of the stone, lower the energy. That's why hematite actually grounds you. Lower vibration, lower energy, keep you grounded. Kyanite, one of the higher vibrational stones, will drive you up. Citrine, rose quartz is a love stone. Citrine is for clear seeing. Amethyst, higher vibrational stones. I tell people, go by what you have in your life, symbols, chakras, colors of the chakras. You're having trouble in your vibration, trouble in your being, find what the color of the chakra is, in the direction of what's going on with your being, and get a stone that color. Put in your vibration. I love it when people get sick, get ill. What do? They start wearing black. They all start wearing black. They go away with color. They don't want any more color. They want just black. So the question is find the color within the vibration in your life. When I deal with my transcat concern, every life lesson, every connection, every vibration that we have ever learned and ever had in our life is within ourselves in this lifetime. It's there. All we have to do is unlock the door and bring it out. But it's still within us. We have all the knowledge, everything we need within us. So the symbols that are shown to you are that direction of setting things in your life. I know exactly what stones mean. I know what stones mean. I know what tarot means. The tarot means what everything means. And I tell people, most people say, oh, you better stick with one thing in your life. Don't you do nothing else. You should do what fits you. What fits your vibration. I do tarot. I do I Ching. I do minerals. I have a certificate from the university on minerals. So I do a lot of things. Reiki master, I'm a Hona master. Do a lot of things with healing. But I don't consider myself those. I just took pieces from all of this and said, aha, me. And that's what I want people to do. Don't just take one thing and go, I am that. You're so much more. Take things from all these aspects of your life and make you who you are. The symbols are within everything you see. If you don't do tarot, get yourself a deck. Look at the cards. Figure out what they mean. What they mean. Cards don't have a set meaning. Used to be in the day we had one deck of cards and you had a plain deck of cards. A plain deck of cards you used to play poker with and a tarot deck. That was it. That's what we had in the day. Now you got like every deck in the world. We got Wiccan decks. We got this deck. We got Metaphysical decks. We got Mediumship decks. Oh my God, we got decks. Some of them have major cards. Some have 56 cards. Some have 42 cards. Some have different size decks. Pick something that works for you. Figure out what it means, what it states to you. Put that in your mind. That's in your psychic vocabulary. Psychic vocabulary. So if you think like the Ace of Swords means a certain thing, it'll always mean that to you. It won't change. Spirit will always make that mean that to you. When I do I Ching, I do the coins of I Ching. The symbols of I Ching have certain meanings. I don't follow the exact meanings it says in the book because that's not what it means to me. It means a certain situation when I see them. So that is what's in my psychic vocabulary. Find what works the connection to you. I've been in metaphysics about 45 years. Metaphysics is an energy vibration. It is. It's an energy hunt. I call it a scavenger energy hunt. That's what metaphysics is. We're hunting for a certain energy that's going to propel us in the direction we feel is best for us. You guys are all in this group. Probably every one of you think a little different. A little different. Yeah, a little different. Because you're not on the same exact wavelength, but you can gather on the path with others. But most of us that are in this business or in this metaphysical field, we're free thinkers. We're not going to be caught. There's no duct tape or glue in your pocketbook because you're not going to be caught on the path. You want to repel yourself to a higher vibration. That's by learning what the symbols mean when they appear in your vibration. Not all of you are going to do readings. You're going to connect to others. But if you do healings, you do Reiki, you do any kind of healing work, you need to be in some kind of contact with your guides or your symbols that are appearing in your life when you do that kind of work. Whatever work you do, whether you're just working on yourself, what appears? When you quietly close your eyes and ask your guides, is there, my discern, the guide I have, trance guide, he said it covers all bases in our lives. Get quiet in your life, get some time, quiet time in your life, and just simply talk to your guides and say, is there something I've missed, something I should be doing, something I should be personally putting in motion? Could you please show me? That covers all bases. Then you watch. Most people don't watch anymore. They just kind of wander off into the ethers. Got their head in their phone. Somebody walked in front of them, they'd probably fall over because they're just busy just clicking on the phone instead of watching what's going on. I had a lady about 2 years ago, she goes, Louis, I want a soulmate. Soulmate, that's all I want. I want a man. I said, ooh, right. I wanted gray hair, blue eyes. I want him having 2 blonde-haired kids. I want him driving an old truck. That's what I'm looking for. I said, well, God bless you. I said, go ahead. She said, I've asked. So on her way home, back to Ocala, she broke down in the Ocala National Forest. Behind her pulls up this old truck. 2 blonde-haired kids, a gray-haired individual, gets out of the truck. She's calling me on the phone going, is he the one? That's what you thought you needed there. Sometimes we don't look at the symbols. We don't watch them. We don't connect to them. We don't see them. Our lady right over this area right here, she won almost $1 million in the lottery. She kept seeing a gondola. All she kept seeing was a gondola. That was a symbol, a gondola. Couldn't figure out what it meant. She got in a lottery line. The guy in front of her had a great big gondola on the back of his shirt. He looked at her and said, you should buy that lottery ticket, dear. He walked out of the store. She bought it. She won $1 million. So the question is, you're watching what's appearing. The symbols are not really massively to say, oh my God, I'm going to give a reading. I'm going to talk to somebody. The symbols are for you. Because it's like road signs along the road in your life. It's what you're paying attention to. Your guides are trying to get your attention. They want to save you. They want to guide you down the path. Some people are just sitting at the side of the path. Just one quick movement and they're off in the bushes. I tell people once we get past 50, we're not made for off-road travel. We're not made to be on a cart heading off-road. We need to stay in the path, close enough to it, to our path. We're not built for that anymore. But some of us go off-road. We go tearing off through the bushes. And hope to God we make it back to the path. You have to realize that everything in your life is a purpose. It's a purpose. I explain to people here today, I will tell you the same thing, although I've done my work in my life. You have done nothing wrong. Nothing. Let it go. Nothing wrong. You are either a life lesson for the group energy, or that is a life lesson for you. If you think something didn't work well in your life, let it be. It worked out exactly the way it was supposed to work out. Not all of us are supposed to be millionaires and be living somewhere on a deserted island somewhere with a beautiful... No. Some of us are meant to struggle to try to help the group energy. Some things in your life were never your life lesson to begin with. Remember that. never yours. You were just collateral damage. Walking by. So don't take it so serious. Let life work for you. You should understand where you are through the symbols and things that are being shown to you, but be able to see a different path or a different vibration if you want. Don't hover here for your whole life. It'll just make you sick, it'll make you ill. I love it when people tell me, says, oh, my mother had a heart attack when she was 65 years old. I'm probably going to have a heart attack when I'm 65 years old. I'm just going to die. You know I'm going to die. Really? Because you have to realize that what we tell our guides are going, you really want that, huh? Ooh, we didn't want to bring it, but okay. And if you keep asking for it, they'll bring it. They'll propel it within your life. That's the law of attraction, the law of cause and effect, the laws that have come into effect in our lives. So if we allow ourselves to find that direction, if you don't like the path you're on, stop, take a seat. Nobody will run you over. Take a seat, take a breath. Ask your guides, is there something I missed, something I should be seeing, something I should be putting in motion? Please show me. I do the Ho'oponopono prayer. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. I clear the energy, clear the vibration. If you're getting symbols in your head that you don't like, tell them to stop. You are in control of your guides. You're in control of Spirit. Spirit is not in control of you. I want you to come and tell me, said, oh, Spirit's got this, oh, they're doing this to me, you better make them stop. If you don't like what they're doing, tell them to stop. Tell them to quit. You're not here to take, your guides are there to work with you, help you, encourage you, and bless you. Sure, you're going to go through things in your life because you chose it. You chose the journey. So maybe you didn't marry from the top shelf. I mean, you didn't get from the top shelf here. Right? Didn't mean you were shopping, didn't mean you weren't trying to shop from the top shelf, but you got the well. So we have to realize that when we are looking, we are where we need to be. But doesn't mean we have to, even though that's going on in our lives, the symbols are happening, and situations are happening in life, we can always trade up. We can always move up. We can move to a different vibration. It's through the focus, the affirmations, the things in your life, changing the mind thought, changing the vibration in your life. You continually tell yourself you're unhealthy, you can tell yourself you're never going to have any money, well, that's probably what you're going to have. Because it's what you're telling your guides, it's what you're telling them, what you're explaining to them. We live in Florida, which is a one vibrational state. It's one vibrational, it's transient. Florida is a transient state. Most people put things in their life that are crazy. I'll give you a really quick thing here that I'll tell you that you should do when you go home in your life. Just a little bit of stuff. You should go home, get your name at birth. Women change their name so they mess up their whole life. So, but name at birth. Get the numerology value of that. The place, the city, place and state of where you were born. Get the value of that. Your birthday, month, day, and year. Get the value of that. Then, if you know the time of your birth, get that. Then add all of them together. What happens, that gives you your world number. People don't teach you that. Here's your world number. Something in your life should be above that number. Your house, the state you live in, the job you work. You guys are older, you're decisively self-wealthy, you don't have to work anymore. But we get a certain point of life, we don't have a job that we need to put in there. So we can't do job anymore, we can't get the address of our job. But the address of where we live works the best because you're probably never going to leave your house unless you sell it and move somewhere else. Then you have a conscious decision of where you place yourself. Something should be above you. I'm a 6. I live in a 4 city and state, and I live in a 6 house and work out of a 6 house. The 6 is at my level. It's at my level. I'm not dragging. Something is at my level propelling me, not dragging me. So if your life isn't working and everything is like, oh, Jesus, it's not working, it's not working. I love it when people are 8, 9 vibrations, a symbol of 9 or a symbol of 8. They live in one state, they live in one house, they work in one job, and they're an 8. Everything's below them, there's nothing near them. They have to pull everything, they have to drag everything in their life. So there's aspects of the symbols that we get in our lives, the aspect of them that actually propels us in a direction in our lives. What direction are you moving in? That's people never surprise me. They always surprise me when people do. And I'm going, really? You're going to do that? Okay, good. I'm not going to follow you, but you go ahead. You head down that way if that's what's working for you. But then they complain that it's not working, but they keep going. The postcard in our life should show everybody there are people in this lifetime that hang on the door, hang on the screen door, pushing as hard as they can push on that door. And it's only when they step away from the door, take a moment, step away, they notice the door said pull. Never said push. But people spend their whole lifetime pushing at something when it's not working. The symbols and vibrations, that everything has a meaning. Everything has a vibrational meaning. Whether it's a spiritual meaning, a physical meaning, it has a meaning to you. So that's why you're sorting things in this vibration, in this. You're sorting what you saw today when you drove here or walked here. What did you see that got your attention today? Did you see a bird? Did you see butterflies? What did you see? Every moment there are symbols appearing in our lives to direct us. When I do mediumship, I connect to spirit, I connect to the higher self. I allow myself to be a clear channel. And that's what you're really teaching yourself to do when you're doing this kind of work, to be a clear channel. It's like digging up a clear crystal quartz, the battery stone, and putting whatever energy you want into it. You want to have a meditation spot in your life where you can meditate and be quiet. Some people get all situated in this situation, but you should have a stone in your meditation vibration that nobody touches. It's your stone. Nobody messes with it. It's the stone you put energy into. So if you happen to go on vacation, you can take that small stone with you. You can bring your meditative space with you. Bring it with you. Everything in our life is psychometry. That's what it is. It's all psychometry. Where you sat today, you left your energy. You'll leave today, your energy will still be here. The more you sit in that place, the more the energy radiates in that space. Spirit is not looking for how long you meditate. They don't care. They're looking for repetition, for you wanting to speak to them. That's what you're looking for. Take time in your life to find your space. Take a picture of it. But you're going to meditate there. You're going to make an appointment with Spirit. Meditate. Take a picture. You might not see anything in that picture. Give it about 3 weeks. You'll see orbs, lights, all kinds of things going on in that picture, exact time you're supposed to be sitting. But you will direct them. We direct spirit. We direct vibrations within our lives. So you're trying to find something. Your house has a certain energy. You might have crazy people living with you. I don't know. But our houses have certain energies. We pick them. Subconsciously or consciously, we were directed to be there. You were directed to be there. Subconsciously or consciously, you said, oh, that's my house. So that is your energy field that you placed yourself in. But what are the symbols? See, symbols come very strongly. If you drove out here to buy a house here and you drove up in the front yard and people started screaming at you, there were gunshots over on the corner here. There were dogs chasing you. For instance, I went to go get my brother a house in Tennessee. Go buy him a house. We got on this dirt road. Boy, these wild dogs came out from the mountain. Oh my God. They're trying to eat my English bulldog in my car. We were driving. This guy on the porch says, "You're on my road. I'll kill all of you." I said, "Oh, Jesus." We turned the car around. We drove away. And the real estate agent's calling us, says, "I can't see you. Are you coming down to the house?" I said, "No, we're not." Not going anywhere near that house. So the question is, some of us just keep going. We have to realize that Spirit says, "Oh, please stop. Oh, God, please stop. Oh, Jesus." And then they go, "Okay, you want it, go ahead." And then we complain because we fell off the bridge. We complain. It's the symbols keep appearing in our lives. The situation, the Spirit will point you to where you need to be. If you see a symbol for something and you have no idea what that symbol means, it probably doesn't have anything to do with you. If you saw a place and you go, I don't know what that does to me. Then you just ask the person, says, "I keep hearing this, I keep seeing this with you. Does that have some kind of connection?" They go, "Oh my God, that's where." It has more of a connection to them. It has no connection to you. So if it doesn't have a connection to you, don't try to feed a whole bunch of stuff into it. It just doesn't have a connection to you. Because Spirit will give you information. It's like TV screens going off in the distance. You see all this information, all of a sudden they close the TV screens down. Then you have to make that vibration. You're either clairsentient, which is going to sense Spirit or sense them around people, or you're going to be clairvoyant. I'm objective clairvoyant, so I see people just like I see you. There's all kinds of people in here. They're wandering around this whole place. So, all around here. So, I see people like I see you. I don't see them in here. They're all like out there, walking.
So what do you see?
Yeah.
We'll get there. We got time. I don't want to spoil you right off at the beginning here. So, you know. But the vibration here is a lot of the stuff appears in our lives of how you see Spirit. Do you sense them? Do you hear them? Are you clairaudient? Do you sense them? Do you see them? How do you deal with Spirit? It doesn't mean that you have to have this certain gift. Watch what the symbols are to show themselves in your life. You might be an extraordinary healer. Extraordinary. You don't want to do mediumship, chef, it's just healing. But you have that strong connection to the spirit world. You can do automatic writing. You can do other things. Doesn't mean you have to stay in one direction. Most of your gifts will be given to you as you progress in this work. When you progress in it, Spirit will keep giving you situations and vibrations within your life. They will. Don't get stuck. Say, "Oh, listen, I want to be clairvoyant. I don't want to be clairsentient. I want clairvoyance." You never quite get your clairsentient down, and they don't give me clairvoyance. Then you get mad, you get disgusted with Spirit, and you leave. That's why I don't teach people stuff that doesn't work. There's no sense of it. Because you'll just get mad with it, and you'll just stop, and you'll just go off, and you won't do it anymore. You just leave it. I want you to understand that everything has a matter of meaning for the vibration. So like I said, I'm Tarot, I Ching, Reiki, Hona, Crystal, boom, 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 boom. But I learned all this stuff. Not because I wanted to as a young kid. My mother, I would say forced me. But had me learn how to do teacup readings, tea leaf readings, smoke readings, Cherokee smoke readings, rope readings, stick readings, rock readings. My mother used to have a large table of crystals. And you'd walk up and pick 4 crystals. And out of the 4 crystals you picked, she'd give you a reading. You just picked the 4 crystals off the table. She'd give you a reading of what you picked and what color you picked and what you were drawn to. She would give you a reading. There's different ways of doing readings, of connecting you and getting yourself out of your way. And that's what you're really teaching yourself. Whether you're meditating, whatever you're doing, you're teaching yourself to get yourself out of the way. Away from all the voice here in your head. Clearing the channel. That's what you're teaching yourself to do. And it doesn't happen overnight. You don't get to become, oh my God, enlightened in one day. Some people think they are. They are enlightened in one day. You're not getting enlightened one day. It takes work. One good thing I found out about metaphysics and spiritualism and different vibrations, we don't have anybody to blame but ourselves. We can't put it on somebody else and go, well, it's their fault. They're going to help me. No. We have all the stuff within our lives to direct our own lives, our own vibration. And you have to listen. You need to focus in your life. Focus. Focus on what you're looking for. What are you personally looking for? What are you looking for in your life? Focus on that. Everybody says, oh, it's sacrilegious to ask for money. Let me tell you something, guys. If you need prosperity, my grandmother used to call it bra tucking money. That's what she called it. You need something? Ask for a figure. You want money? Ask for money. Walk on that parking lot and you find a quarter. As far as your guy's concerned, you got money. 25 cents more than you had yesterday. Get a figure in your head of what you're looking for. Don't ask yourself to be healthy for others. Don't ask yourself that. Our lady in my office a couple of weeks ago, she was all those, I just want to be healthy for my kids. Tell my kids are everything to me. I just want to be healthy for them. As soon as she got over her two daughters walking around and said, when's mom going to die? We got to cash in her life insurance. I said, well, you guys sweet. Aren't you sweet? So they weren't really wanting mom to stick around. They wanted mom to get out of here so they collect the money. So no, never ask for things I'm not saying you can't ask for others, but make sure you have enough on your own plate that if people came back and got everything, you'd still be okay. If people cleared everything from your life, you'd still be okay. That's what you have to ask yourself. Trust yourself. Every one of you have pure, beautiful intelligence. You've lived more lifetimes than you can imagine. You've been as good as you've been bad. So don't look all pious here, how good you are. Because in some lifetime, you might have been, people were scared of you. So don't be all pious. But we have all that energy within us. But the symbols within our lives connect to us, connect to our vibration. So watch the symbols. If you get a repetition of symbols, allow yourself to look at them. Allow yourself to look at them. You see butterflies for a few weeks, and all of a sudden, a name butterfly or something with butterflies appears in your life. At least look at it. It means your guides will get your attention, and then they'll bring it. They'll try their best to get your attention, and then they will actually bring it. So the symbols have a strong meaning. But remember, you got symbol books. If you like what's in the symbol book, then you address that and put that in your psychic vocabulary. But if you have a whole different thought of what that is, put that in your vocabulary. Because that is what's in your being. Now I'm going to let you guys ask me questions before I give you some readings. I'm really talking to you. So anybody have any questions you want to ask me?
We just want to get on with the readings.
What?
Is there a efficient way to get rid of negative spirits that are keep pounding on me?
It's a good question. Let me tell you something. First of all, we have to decide we don't want them. First thought, don't want them. My grandmother was a Native American. She did something that actually propelled negativity away from you. You should get in your house. People smudge. They run all over their house with a smudge stick. They make me all crazy. Smudging should be clockwise within your house because you're closing the circle, you're not opening it. You should go to the four corners of your house. If you walk in your home, four corners. Go clockwise. Go to the four corners, place some sea salt, do any prayer you want. I don't care what kind of prayer you do. You can put a clear quartz crystal there too if you want to. Now put one dry bay leaf. One dry bay leaf in each corner of your house. By putting the circle of protection in the four corners of your house, it clears any negativity in your vibration. there's any negativity around you. You can actually get a crystal stone and actually put, I want clearing and balance in my life. Put the energy in the stone and keep it on your person. A little quick lesson with stones. Remember with stones? I love when people walk into a store and they pick like 100 stones, they put them all in their pocket like, because the stones will lift or ground, lift or ground. If you have all these stones that are trying to ground you, and then you have all these stones trying to lift you, you're like a slingshot. Keep one stone in your vibration that you want for the day. What do you need for the day? Put in your pocket. Protection stones. There's a lot of protection stones out there. A lot of them out there. Put in your pocket. But bay leaves at four corners of the house. If you're going to smudge a circle, if I went in this room to smudge this circle, I'd walk in that front door, right into this door. I'd go all the way, smudge to that corner, to that corner, to that corner, back to the front door. And I would move to the center of the room and I'd make a loud noise. You know when you smudge a space, spirits all run to the center of the room. They wait till it dissipates, they run back. So you smudge the corners of the room, chase it to the center of the room, you come to the center of the room, make a loud noise. Dissipates any negativity around you. It does. It does. Yes.
You said clairvoyant, but then you had another word for
Clairsentient.
Yes, what is that?
Clairsentient is sensing things around somebody. I sense your mother with you. I sense your father with you. I sense. I don't actually see them. I sense this energy with you. It's just sensing what's around in the vibration.
So just a feeling.
There's a feeling that you get. Clairaudient, you're actually going to hear people speaking to you.
Is that the same as intuitive?
Intuitiveness is when you actually have this stuff within you. You have this, you just know that you know that you know. You're intuitive about situations. A lot of people that are intuitive are actually empaths. They actually feel, they sense people. You might walk around people and go, ooh, I don't like you. You give some people white birth. You're a little bit of an empath. You like people. People just get on your nerves.
That stone you put in your heart, is that the stone you have forever, or can it change? I mean, mine was I'm assuming a hematite with a white light.
No,
The one we did in meditation.
yeah, the one you did in meditation, you don't keep that for your whole life. That's just a stone you need for now. You go down to meditation, ask your guide, say, what kind of stone? What do you want to give me? You watch. What are you doing in meditation? What kind of gifts are they going to give you? What do they need you to have? Everything in your life has a meaning. If you walk in, they don't give you a stone, but they give you a feather. You go, ooh, feather. It's got a meaning. I got a feather. So what is your guides giving you? What are they propelling in your life? See, they might not give you a stone. They might give you something totally different. You go,
But it can change.
it can change. Guides change too. Remember, guides change too throughout your life. So don't get guide fixated. Because as you think of your life right now, if she's the elementary school teacher, and she is my guide, but she happens to be my college professor, I go down the path. You can't teach me anymore. Because now I've moved past elementary.
But can they come back in from time to time?
Once in a while they'll come back in if you need them. But you're moving to higher ground.
Can you go over the world number again, everything that you include?
What you do is you take your name at birth. Name at birth.
I do numerology, I've just never heard of that.
People don't hear that though. People don't get taught that too much. No. Name at birth. Then you take your place at birth. Place in city or place in country. If you're born in Germany, if you're born in Germany, you're born in Bonn, Germany, then you'll be Bonn, Germany. Wherever you were born, city and state or city and country. Then you would take your month, day, and year. Like if you're born in 1952, so it's January 1st, 1952. So 1/1/1952. So That's what you'd add together. Then you add the time, whatever the time. If you know the time in PM, AM, you add those together. Then bring it all the way down to single digit, and or you could be a master number. You could be 11, 22, 33, master number. But you break it, if it's not a master number, you break it to single digit and see where you are. It's something above you. A really quick lesson in numerology, I'll tell you guys numerology really quick. People live in houses, vibrational homes. Well, one house is for a single person, doesn't want anybody in their life. Usually ones are for single. They don't want anybody in their life. Well, 2 houses for birthing babies. Sometimes we get older, we're not birthing any babies. We don't even look after babies. But we put ourselves in the 2 houses. Then we start attracting things that disrupt our lives. 3 houses are usually temporary. People have gone through divorce, separation, and death in the family. They move to a 3 to regroup, rebalance. Most houses in foreclosure and bankruptcy are 4s. 4 is a 4 house. It's for workaholics. You don't like working? You don't like being a workaholic? They'll move to a 4 house. 5 house collects things. Going by a 5 house here is in Sun City. There's usually a bunch of junk out in the front yard. It's a collecting house. 6 house teaching, helping others. People in 6 houses want to help, want to encourage, want to bless people with their presence. 7 house, you usually have in-laws reaching out because people want to move in with you. 8 house is money, prosperity, growth. 9 house, open to all possibilities. So what number do you place yourself in? That's what you have to ask yourself.
Are you just using the number like the new?
Like this number on this building is what? Well, let's say 1113.
Okay.
1113. So you have the 1113s on your house. So 1, 1, 2, 3, and 3 be 6. What? It's just the number on the house.
Just the house number.
Just the house number.
Number itself.
Just the house number on the front of your home. Yes.
I have a question on your birthday stuff, because first of all, a lot of people don't know the time when you were born. I know. Or for example, I was born on May 2nd, 1930 at 10:23 a.m. in New York City. Well, what does that tell me? It doesn't tell me anything.
All that, you add that together, plus you take your name at birth, then you get the numerology value for all of that.
Is there a numerology value for New York City at 10:23 a.m.?
You take New York City. You said you born in New York City, New York. Then you take the numerology chart from 1 to 9, and you do the alphabet. You get the numerology chart value of each alphabetical thing, and then you add them all together. So I think E is like the 4. E is a 4, 5, whatever it is. I can get A, B, C, D, E, F, 5.
So let me tell you.
I do my fingers.
Let me tell you how you can do it, is you come on Sunday to the numerology class on Sunday, and she will teach you all about it, step by step by step.
Numerology is just when you add it all up, you just add it all up. People don't get the numerology value of their life code, their life vibration. So they get their, oh, my life path, oh, my life this. What is your world number? Where are you placing yourself? Because remember, you live in this earth plane. You picked your name. You might say, oh, my parents picked my name. No, they didn't. You picked it. You picked when you wanted to enter this earth plane. You picked it. You picked the place of your birth. You could have been born. You could have been born to the Rockefellers. I mean, but you were born where you were born. And then the time, you decide when to arrive. All that's been chosen.
But do we pick our parents, or do our spirits help us pick our parents?
You pick your parents because it's what you need. What you need in this lifetime. You pick what you absolutely need in this lifetime from the spirit world.
Aren't we a group that comes back together?
You're a group that comes back together, but you enter this, you have a group consciousness of energy that you are affiliated with. She might have 800 people in her group. That's her spiritual group. That's the ones that follow her throughout her lifetime. She might have 1,000. You might have 1,500.
I might have 6, you know.
I might have only 2. I tell you. But we all have this group of energy that we affiliate. I tell people, think of your life in this lifetime as this. There are people here near Sun City, all in this area, that will live and die, and you will never have any connection to them. They're not part of your group. Not part of your peeps.
What about collateral damage?
Collateral damage is when we are in a situation in life that we
There you go. That's collateral damage.
The spirits were here, right?
But collateral damage in our lives is we decide in our lifetimes when we enter this earth plane to take on life lessons for the group. Take on life lessons for the group. There were never life lessons for us. We just happened to be going through that situation to help the group consciousness. As above, so below. We're helping the group consciousness. So when we go through certain things in life that we hold like, oh my God, that was awful, that was terrible, that was awful. Was it really for you, or were you there just to be walking by, helping the group? It was never meant for you. It was never meant for you to hold on to. It was only for you to help the group in that moment, that instant within your life. So then you think of collateral damage. We just happen to be, we get in relationships in life. Relationships don't work. Well, we're in the relationship really for us, or we're in the relationship to get the other individual to where they needed to be on their spiritual path. Maybe they weren't really supposed to be in our lives for the rest of our lives. Only for the time that they were supposed to be there. We can cover up and say, oh, I wish I would go. There's a purpose, vibration. Even when we leave this earth plane, everybody leaves this earth plane because it's when they want to leave that make the biggest impact in the spirit world and here. You go to the spirit world, I don't care if you committed suicide, you still go there. Most people pick our life lessons, our challenges in our lives because it is where we leave our biggest impact. If me committing suicide and leaving this earth plane changes 20, 30 people's lives because I left. But your lives were changed in a movement to affect the group consciousness, which needed to happen. So somebody had to go. And then I made that decision from the other side to say, I'll go. I'll step up.
Anyone else?
All right.
Oh, come on. I'm sure you guys have more questions.
Oh, they don't want readings. They don't want more questions.
I keep reading from these groups in Facebook, and they're saying people are getting readings from, I don't know who, angels, people that we can't see. And they're talking about the earth is changing, it's getting rid of all the evil, that we're going to be vibrating at a higher frequency, going through all kinds of awful things. In the meantime, getting there, what's all, and then the latest thing I read was God created the world, but then two different groups put this out. He got tired of it, and he selected somebody else to start doing the creating, and that we're supposed to meditate for 16 hours a day, and I don't know, all this crazy stuff. What do you think about that?
Let me explain something to you. First of all, turn the Facebook groups off. Turn the Facebook groups off, first of all. Because second of all, the only person that's going to change the energy around you is you. The only person going to change it. Now, if you start bringing a bunch of negativity around you, you're going to try a bunch of negativity. Oh my God, it's terrible, it's awful. You're attracting it. You're attracting the vibration. So as long as only you can change the energy within your being, which then changes the energy around you, which then changes the environment that you place yourself into. Nobody on the other side is going to change the energy. They're going to know. You're powerful. Remember that. Each and every one of you is extremely powerful. You don't know how much power you have within your system, so you can change everything. We just don't have confidence in ourselves to change it.
Do you and people like you give readings for the country to improve the vibration of our government or our world?
I give readings to quite a few people that I won't name names that are running governments and different things. But the question is, I give them the information that they need to, actually, even when Abraham Lincoln was president of the United States, there was a medium a medium's office in the White House. They're still there. When that woman helped Abraham Lincoln actually stop the Civil War, do all kinds of things from the Civil War. I'm trying to move away. I don't use me. But we give readings, mostly people give readings to kind of help you, because not everybody sees the path. Not everybody has a view of the path. Some people don't see the path. You can give them a flashlight and a compass, and they still wouldn't see the path. So we try to encourage. Which is like I laughed, because when she said today, we're going to go on a crystal dig, we got 2 people. Well, the 2 people that are going to have an extraordinary effect on their consciousness of being where all these crystals are, an extraordinary effect on their vibration of what they do. So it's where you place yourself. That's where you place yourself, the vibration. We change the vibration. Turn off the Facebook. Turn off. I don't listen to any of that craziness, because we have all this stuff going on out there. But the world, God didn't leave somebody else to create the world. We're all creating the world ourselves. We are creating it ourselves. So we have to decide our energy, us praying, us doing the meditation, us raising the vibration. That changes the creation. Not somebody on the other side going, ha, 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 ha. No, we are doing that. See, we are doing that. So,
Is the earth changing?
Yeah, we are. The earth is definitely going to go through earth changes. But it's going to go through earth changes because that's what the earth is. But I mean, we're getting more consciousness now of understanding how the changes are working. So as long as a lot of us are getting together and sending the energy, think of your life. People do astrology charts. Probably somebody here does astrology charts. Okay. At one time here, quite a few years ago, we were moving to a part of the universe. It's when they built the pyramids. They built all this stuff. We're moving to that part of the universe. Now, we can either go here into the future, into the Dark Ages, or raise the vibration and move it to a different wavelength. But we are heading towards the Dark Ages part of the universe. And that's why people are bringing up the consciousness now on the Earth plane to move us from that direction into a different direction. But we have to realize that we have to be part of it in our daily life. Just do our part. Don't drag in negativity. Allow the negative people just to go find their little place. I tell people, relatives, friends, people are drive-bys. You keep the windows up, you keep the doors locked, you drive by and you wave. You don't pull up in the driveway. The trouble starts when you pull up in the driveway. Just drive by and wave. They say, oh, you didn't stop. No, I waved. I saw you out there. I waved. And some people are just too negative. No matter what you do, you can't change their mind thought. You can only wish them well. God bless them. We're going down the path. Don't linger there, because you get sucked in. Then you have to fight your way out. It doesn't work well. Okay? All right. I'm going to give some readings. How's that? I'll scare some of you a little bit. How's that? How's that vibration? I'm going to go to you first here. I'm going to go to you. First of all, your vibration, go to you. First of all, there's been a gentleman in spirit with you to step up very close to you. I thought just passing through a very short illness. Didn't like what was going on with him, so he's very much He was concerned about you. He's always concerned about you. He says concerned about you. He's working with you. I feel like your life has taken on some modalities here within the last few years with you. I feel like you've had a new understanding of where you need to be. I feel there's a kind of enlightenment, some kind of situation going on with you that you're changing the path. Instead of walking in a straight line, you're walking sideways, trying to take in a different view. So I sense that Spirit's working with you. There's also a woman in Spirit who looks quite a bit like you. God, she looks like you. She walked in here and she just kind of sat down next to you and put her hand on your shoulder. You must have a ring or something that belongs to somebody in the family. So I feel like the Spirit is actually putting that ring in your vibration. So I feel like you might not wear it. It could be in a jewelry box. It could be around you. But I feel like Spirit's just glad that you personally have it. Glad that you have it, they said. But I do feel like you're in a part of your life right now, part of the vibration of your life right now, that you're connected to yourself. Just don't. You have a few people around you, dear. God bless you.
Yeah.
God bless them, dear. I just feel like I just need to find the journey I feel like I need to be on at this point. Leave that with you, dear. I'm going to go to you. You know, I think your life is kind of cool. You have a very large Indian guide with you. Very large Indian guide with you has been standing in your vibration, working a lot with your health, working a lot with your well-being. You have a lot of guides working in your auric field. I feel like you have a strong connection to your guides. You have a strong connection to them. You have a lot of rose, a lot of blues in your auric field. Signify you're a very loving individual, very supportive. It's long within reason. I sense you have rules. You expect people to abide by the rules. You will take them to task if they don't. Abide by the rules. You have a woman in Spirit also with you that has some kind of, she would have had a little bit of issue walking. She likes the walker, she says. I don't feel like she had something like that in her day. Because she said she liked that. She'd have carried all her junk in there. She likes that. But I just feel like she loves walking with you, talking with you from the spirit world. There's something around this time period that has some kind of meaning to you. They keep bringing you flowers. So it could be an anniversary, birthday, some kind of celebration. But some people, the spirit side of life is celebrating something. I felt just past, like June, May, somewhere in that vibration, just past. But they're bringing you flowers. They're bringing flowers to your vibration. They're putting them in your auric field. You're very healthy considering what you've gone through in your life. You might say, well, I'm not too well. You're not too bad with your health. Your health vibration could get quite better if you just allowed it to, dear. Tell them, perfect health. Right now you're asking for health, you're not begging for it. Ask for it. Don't wait till you have to beg for it. It's crazy. Ask for it when you're still healthy. Perfect health, right now. You're not supposed to be sick in this lifetime. The only reason you're sick in this lifetime is through stress, dear. You must have personally married stress. Did you marry stress? Was her last name Stress?
That's stress.
I just feel like you've been through quite a bit of stress in your life, dear. A lot of stress within your vibration. A lot. So I feel like you just need to say, no, I don't accept that anymore. Tell your guys perfect health the reason why not. Tell people the best thing to do in their life to ask for things. Get a piece of paper. Write down the written word. Write it down so your guides can overshadow you and look at it. Don't store it somewhere in your house. Don't go place it on the table and keep looking at it. Fold it towards you because you personally accept it. Then throw it away because you want them to go get it today. Not next week, not next year. Today. Perfect health is the reason why not. Fold it towards you, throw it away. They'll look over your shoulder to see it. I don't know who lost a child, but there's a child with you. The little boy keeps jumping up on your walker. But I felt me the family lost a child. There's a child with you that keeps connecting to your vibration. It's a child with you. So, and that child keeps playing with that walker, keeps wanting to sit up in front of you. And I'll leave that with God's blessings. I'm going to go to you, dear. You have a vibration with you, dears. I feel like there's a gentleman in spirit with you. And I feel like I would have had either some kind of cancer or something going on in this area. He doesn't breathe well. There's something going on with him. He doesn't do well. But I feel there's something definitely going on in this area with him. I don't feel like it was massively debilitating, but something was definitely going on here. He keeps touching his chest, and he keeps coming in, touching your shoulder. Somebody keeps trying to place a small dog in your lap. Keeps trying to place a dog in your lap. I don't know if you like dogs. I don't know if you do or not, but they keep placing this little dog in your lap. That dog wants to snuggle up on your lap, just to lay there with you. Your animal totem in your life, dear, is the peacock.
Awesome.
Peacocks are very protective. They're very protective animals. You're kind of on a path right now, but I feel like you don't want to be on the path you're on. Do you live here, Sun City? You don't belong here.
I what?
You don't belong here. Oh, good gracious, huh? You're only here for other people, not here for you. You're here for other situations, not here for you. You know what I call collateral. You talk about collateral damage. You're not here for you. You lived in Sun City, lived here. I would have you a place somewhere else that you go to. I would not have you here 24/7. Would not. Your energy radiates in the mountains. Doesn't radiate here. Radiates to higher ground. You had a little place up north somewhere that you go in summertime, like right now. Go for a month and a half. Take a breath and come back. I have to ask this, what's the address where you live? Just the number.
314.
314, so 314. House isn't too bad. Prosperity, growth, money, prosperity. Good house for growth. You did pick a good house, so do that. But your vibration, you're like just this gentleman that keeps putting his hand on your shoulder and hugging you. He does definitely know you. He keeps hugging you and wanting to talk to you and wanting to work around your vibration. The dog has some kind of protection situation for you, but somebody's spirit either owned the dog or you did. The little dog sits on your lap.
I have one.
Sits on your lap.
Oh, yeah. When he wants to.
When he wants to.
Otherwise, he goes aside.
Okay. I'm going to go to the gentleman back there in red shirt. I'll go to you, sir. I feel like you extremely have a lot of knowledge. It's all in there. I got two please. It's all in there. It's all in the vibration. I sense that you should write some or keep some kind of journal. Keep a journal. Keep something written down. Because I feel like Spirit's going to download a lot of information into your vibration. A lot of downloading is going to be going on in your vibration. You're going to get a little bit of knowledge, of understanding of where you need to be. You have a woman in spirit with you, but I feel like she would have been quite ill towards the end of her life. Quite ill, she says. She did not like her quality of life, she says. Didn't like it. So she stepped in here very close to around the vibration of you. And I feel like when she left to the earth, when she left the spirit world, it took a piece of you. You didn't really, took a piece of you when she left, she says. But she's been with you ever since she left. But she was not, she didn't like her quality of life. Let's put it that way, she says. But she's better now. She likes where she is. So the angelic presence with you. Gabriel is with you. You have something to say to somebody. You haven't decided when to say it yet. You have something to say to somebody like, oh. And I think I really that it's like that Michael movie when he kept telling the girl, "I'll tell you when to say." I feel like Spirit's going to tell you exactly when to talk to somebody. But when you have something to say to somebody, it's just not the timing. It's not quite right for you right now. It's just not right. You have a guide in your vibration. I think it's kind of cool. You're the first one I've seen in many, many years with Tesla. Tesla is in your vibration, walking in and out of your auric field. So there's some kind of knowledge coming that you're going to look at, or you're going to find some knowledge and read about it, or look at it and go, aha. I feel like you have stuff in your house you haven't seen for a while. Are you a packer? Do you store stuff? I don't think you're a hoarder.
No.
You just like stuff. I feel there's something packed away in your house that you haven't seen for a while. And when you pull it out, you go, ha ha, I remember this. And there's some kind of information within that booklet, in that book or that vibration that you're going to pull out. You're going to go, I remember this. And it's going to bring back some kind of memories to you that's going to be quite extensive for you. Quite extensive. But I think it's cute that he's walking behind you as a guide.
Is it Gabriel or is it Michael?
Gabriel is with you today.
Oh.
Gabriel usually appears in people's vibration when they have something to say. Michael just protects you. Michael's a protection angel, wants to protect. He doesn't want to talk, he just wants to cut you. Gabriel wants to talk.
Who is Kessler?
He is mostly a guide for you. He works with you. You draw higher vibrations within your auric field. I think you got him and Benjamin Franklin. I don't think you get both of them sitting here with your vibration. I think that's cute. So I think you have both of them sitting in your vibration. So you have a lot of beautiful energy coming in around you. I feel like people get used to you. I got a smile on them.
Is my wife okay? Is my soulmate okay?
Yeah, she's okay. She's okay. I'm going to come all the way over here. I've got to talk to Lady Black. You, dear, you would make it extremely powerful here. Extremely powerful. Because you have this light, this energy going on in your auric field. You have a lot of powerful, powerful energy going on with you. You have a woman in spirit with you, but I feel like she would have, I don't feel like she would have been I feel like there's things going on with her. I feel like she was a little bit forgetful. Situations weren't as clear as they should have been for her, she said. And she apologizes if she made somebody feel uncomfortable. She apologizes for that. But she stepped in very close to you. You have a younger man with you. He's a lot younger than I am. I do feel like his passing was unexpected. Walking out of your auric field with you. You're kind of at a crossroads in your life. But I said, here in a while, sit, do nothing. You don't have to rush, don't do anything. Just sit. See what appears in your life. You've got 3 months. You know your guides are 3 steps behind you. It gives me 3 months. Give it 3 months. Relax, take a breath, breathe. Things should work quite nicely for you. Your health vibration isn't perfect. It isn't perfect, my dear, but it's as good as it needs to be at this point in your life. I do think you should ask for perfect health. But overall, your health should run its course. It should run whatever it needs to run in your life. You have some influx of money coming. Something's coming. Something's coming that's going to get your attention. So I feel like it's something that you're going to feel comfortable with. Don't give it all away. You have a tendency of just dropping it all. Say, like my grandmother said, protect the money.
Yeah,
hide some money. I need that with God's blessings.
I just have, can you explain about the 3 months of mine?
Usually when guides are standing behind somebody, I kind of see where they're standing. They're 3 steps behind you, 2 steps, 1 step, 4 steps. Kind of gives me months. They're 3 steps behind you, it gives you 3 months. They're 1 step, they're 1 month away. They're going to catch you on the path.
Symbol.
As a symbol vibration. It's a symbol vibration. When I see, if guides are, all of us have 10 to 15 guides. If all 10, 15 guides are in your vibration, they are personally having a board meeting and you were not invited. When I look at your vibration, people are standing up next to you, but the guides, people are where they stand. It tells me that there are either 3 steps, 2. It's just a symbol they're showing me. They're just stepping behind you. They'll catch you on the path, but it'll be about like 3 months that they'll catch you. Like they'll catch her in 3 months.
Okay,
They'll be standing up in her auric field in 3 months.
okay, now I understand.
Okay. I'll go to the gentleman here. I'll go to you, sir. You know, I want to feel like somebody in your vibration or somebody in your family tree was named Alice. I just feel that. Somebody keeps yelling Alice to me. I have to give that to you. I don't know why I have to give that to you. Somebody wanted me to give that to you, so I have to give that to you. I don't see the person. They just kept yelling that name, so I give that to you. I feel like a gentleman in spirit with you, but I think he was very good with money, very good with orchestrating paperwork, he says. I don't know if you're going to be signing or putting something together with some kind of paperwork or putting your name on a contract. But I feel like he's going to be standing directly behind you as you do it. Make sure everything is where it needs to be. The T's are crossed, the I's are dotted. Because I feel like he's going to be working on that direction for you. I don't feel this German Shepherd in the spirit world is yours. I feel like somebody in the spirit world owned it, or somebody here on the airplane owned it. It looks like a police dog that's been sitting in your vibration, watching you intently watching you. You're where you are right now because, it's okay. I can ask you, like Sun City? Yeah, you probably don't. But it's okay for you. It's okay. Could be worse. That's your word. It could be worse. It's okay. I love it with a woman behind you. She would have been a little bit of a practical joke with this woman. She's just giggling and laughing. She loves her. Loves her. Loves her. She tickles me because she says, I put up with him. I love her. Because she likes you, but boy, she's got a strong feeling for you there. Strong feeling for you. You have a lot of blessings in your life, and you've understood that in your life. You've had a lot of blessings in your life. You've made it through quite a few things in your life. And the Spirit is very much working with you. You're very precise with what you need. You're very precise. You don't beat around the bush and say, well, that's good. No, you're very, it's not the highway or no way. You just put things out and go, well, if I need to change direction, tell me why. I'll change, but tell me. Because you have a direction you move in your life. You don't venture too far from that. You have a direction you move. You should have ran your own company. You should have ran or operated something you just did yourself. You could have worked with others, but you'd have probably been on the Channel 6 News. You would have hurt somebody. You would have worked with them all right, but you probably wouldn't have stayed there. But running something, operating something, you ran yourself to work for you. I need that with you too. I have the other gentleman in blue shirt. I have to go to you, sir. That's you. You know, you have a lot of energy going on in your auric field. And I feel like throughout your life you've had a lot of energy. You've always been balanced. You might not have people that know you personally probably think you're a little unbalanced, but that's because you're a little eccentric. I'm thinking you might be a little unbalanced, but that's who you are. Because you don't follow the same path as anyone else. I don't think you've ever in your life drawn within the lines at all. I don't think you've ever played within the sandbox. There's nothing over that. I feel like you should have done something. You should have done something in your life very creative, very, very, very creative in your life. I feel that would have worked quite well for you. Very creative in your vibration. There's been a gentleman in here, spirit with you, but I feel like he would have died very quickly, very sudden when he passed his spirit. He said his passing was unexpected, but he stepped in very close and around the vibration with you. You personally either have a child in spirit or your mother does. But there's a child with you that's been standing here in the vibration with you. A lot younger than I am. And somebody but lost a child. Stands directly with you and just being in your auric field. Spirit keeps putting red around you. Red around you. That pretty much gives me the color of the root chakra, so I have to kind of go in that direction. So if something's going on in the lower part of your body, your legs, your feet, your legs, or something like that, I would pay attention to that. Because they put the red in your auric field for you to look after or something, to take care of something, whatever that is. Well, they put the red around you to make you find your place. But you know who you are. I can sit here and talk and do all this talking, and you sit back there and listen, but you don't know exactly who you are. You're not changing any road at this point. This is it. This is the car I chose. This is the road I'm taking. Do whatever you want. But you're on the road that you feel like you need to be on. You're a higher vibrational spirit, and you will venture into the spirit world at that vibration in your life. So allow yourself to find that vibration within your life, that connection for you. I leave that with you. One thing I want to tell people with our lives, remember, another thing I tell you on you do numerology, so I'll tell you guys this. Life cycles, people will teach you that life cycles run every 7 years. They go for 7 years. 8th year, guys take over. 9th year, you regroup and get ready for the next 7 years. then you take off again. Most people die, leave the earth planet, change their life, do everything else in their life in their 8th, 9th year of a life cycle. 8th and 9th year. So you had your birthday up. Break it single digit. Whatever your birthday is. Well, you're 58 years old, 60 years old. I don't think we have any people here 58, do we? So whatever age you are, break it single digit. That's where you are in the cycle. That's where you are. That's what cycle. Remember, first year, beginnings. Credit card, go take what you want. The second year, your guides will stop you, make you look at what you put in the foundation. Most people in their second year of a cycle aren't moving forward or backwards. They don't know why, but they're stopped because guides make them look at what they propelled in their life and they finish setting the foundation. Third year, people don't have that much control of their life. Guides who chuck them in a golf cart. The guides are driving, you're not. All you're doing is pulling stuff as you see it along the road, but they're going to take you to where you need to be and pick up the building material. Fourth year, you put your head down and build. Fifth year of a cycle is what I call the Dr. Phil year. It's when your guides go, how's that been working for you? You know, it's either change what you're building with, not the foundation. 6th and 7th year of a cycle is you just put your head down and you build. Whatever you threw in here, whatever you put here. 8th year, your guides have been in the cycle. Then you take out of your life what you no longer need. That's why people die, they move, they change their life, they do all kinds of things. It's a change cycle. 9th year, you regroup, get ready for the next cycle. And then when you hit the next cycle, first year, they'll give you another credit card and go ahead, take whatever you want. See where you are in your cycle. See where you are. See where you are. See where you are in the vibration. You just have lows. It's not quite, oh, I'm in my second year. I'm stopped right now. I should be watching. I should be looking. Or remember, you got your head down building. Remember, first year, towards you. Second year, towards you. Third year, it's on the ground. You got to pick it up. Fourth year, you build with it. Fifth year, they take you to the top of the mountain. Get a permanent review of what you placed in your life. Do you like it? Do you want it? Do you need it? If not, take what you want. If not, change it. Fix it. We all can fix our lives in different parts of the intervals. We're in control. The only time in our lives we're not really in control of the cycle is in our 8th year. Because the guides are taking them. They let you go crazy for 70 years. And they're sick of you. They're going to come in and take stuff. They're going to move things. So sometimes we don't go, oh God, I'm so tired. Yeah, because you collected too much stuff. They're coming to clean the house. They're coming in to move it. Look in your life, look back at your life, go, oh, that's when so-and-so died. Oh, they were in their 8th year. Ooh, that's when their life. Yeah.
How again do you get to that number?
Your age. Your age.
Just your age.
Yeah, that's your age. Break it single digit.
So you add the two numbers together.
So if you're 61 years old, you're in your 7th year. 62, 8th year. 63, 9th year. 64, first year. You go on through your life.
I don't know how. Okay, so I'm 77.
77, so 7 and 7, 14. 1 and 4, 5. You're in the 5th year. You're your Dr. Phil year. And you guys go, how's that working for you, dear? You got to change it, review, reset, re-envision. What you're building with. Knock it all down if you don't like it. Collect all new stuff. But when you get to your next birthday, your guides will say, okay, that's what you wanted to build with. Okay, here we go. Here we go. You might not like the ride, but if you build the ride, you'll have to ride on it. So,
What's 82?
82 is your first year of a 9-year cycle. You get the credit card. Go ahead. Go ahead, take whatever you want, take whatever you need. See, if it's done a life lesson or a life challenge for somebody that you'll have in your life, you'll get exactly what you're asking for. If he has a life lesson with money, and I'm asking for money to give to him, but he has a life lesson with money, I probably won't see the money, because he has a life lesson with money. Until his life lesson is done, then I give it to him. But I might not get the money when I want it. So you'll always ask for your vibration and the guidance to do what you need to do with it from God. For you. Because you know what you need in your life. You need to share it, need to propel somebody else's life, help them, encourage them, and bless them on the journey. Then you bless them. But ask for you. Stop being selfish. If you load everything in your foundation at 82 and 83 and go, ha ha ha, This is for so-and-so. Then you get 84 years old. You get 83 years old. People die, people move, people change their life. They come back and get their stuff. You're left with no foundation. Now you're 83 with no foundation. Now you gotta run. Now you gotta try to rebuild, reset, re-envision. So remember, when you're doing stuff, throw enough in the foundation that if everybody came back and got their stuff, you'd still be okay. If people died, people moved, people left, you'd still be okay. Not being selfish, you'd be okay. That's what you do. You ask that, you put that in motion, because it's all energy. No matter how we move this, it's all energy. Who we approach in our lives, what we do, how we walk, how we think, it's all energy. And if we think in a certain way, it's going to just propel more of that energy. It's all psychometry. The more you think on a subject, the more that subject becomes life. If you say, oh, I want that, and you keep thinking about it, it's probably going to get it. As long as you don't have a life lesson or some kind of challenge with it, you'll receive what you're asking for. You receive it. And it is. It's true. That's like what I said with the crystals. Keep crystals in your vibration that you put certain energy into. Put certain energy into. Nobody touches them. Put them on a table. Put them in a drawer. Put them under a nice little scarf or something. This is for your healing crystal. This is your balance crystal. This is your prosperity crystal. This is your meditation crystal. You separate them. Put energy in them. Sit with them. Sit with them. Bless them. Put energy into them. Don't let nobody else touch them. If I had a prosperity crystal, I said, go ahead, dear, touch my prosperity crystal. You go, I'm my money. What do you do with it? That's my energy out. No, you don't let people touch your personal crystals. Keep those for yourself. Same thing with tarot decks. You don't let people touch your personal tarot deck. Well, their old craziness all over it. Keep your own personal tarot deck for you. For your own questions, your own vibration, for your own life. You have a personal, then you have a deck for public work. Yes.
How do you feel about karma? If you're putting out the energy for what you want, but it may affect somebody else's life in a negative impact, is that karma going to come back and affect you?
Okay. That's a good question. First of all, the vibration. When we're asking for things that are going to affect someone else, how that vibration happens. It won't happen the way it'll happen exactly the way it's supposed to happen. We might not get what we're asking for at all because it's going to affect somebody else's life lesson. Their karma. If you ask for something for her, that's going to affect her in a negative way, a negative vibration. It just won't happen. It won't happen in that way. The only way things happen in this lifetime is because it is supposed to happen. Karma is a vibration that we pull within our lives, of situations in our lives that we pull. I have individuals say, oh, I lived lifetimes, I've got karma from a past life. I've got karma from this. Oh God, I just want to walk up and slap them. We don't pull things. You picked this lifetime. You picked exactly with this moment. The given moment was already planned for you.
You saying we're predestined?
Not predestined. There's destiny within our lives. It's not the destiny that you will affect. It is the journey. You want to ride up the hill in a rickshaw? Then that's the way you'll head up the hill towards your destiny. I'm past 50. I'm riding in a limo. Feet out the window. There we go. Because there's parts of our life that are already been predestined for you. Where you have to affect somebody. Where you have to meet somebody, your soulmate, your companion, your person in your life. There are parts in your life that you are preordained to be there at that given moment, that given second, to be in that moment, to be there. But how you arrive. I give you, for instance, my guides wanted me to go meet my wife, my soulmate, many years ago. They said, you got to move, you got to go meet her. I said, no, I'm not moving. I like where I live. I'm not moving. I go out, get back home, house is surrounded by fire trucks, house burnt to the ground, that's the left. I hear my guides in the background going, gonna move now, aren't you? Yeah, you're gonna move now, aren't you? So we are predestined to be at certain points in our lives. And as we get older, we can look back on our lives and go, that's why I was there. Oh, I know why I was there. Oh, I know why. That we are predestined to be at certain points. But it's not the destinations that we have to worry about. It's how we arrive at those destinations. You want to arrive kicking and screaming? That's going to be up to you. But you will still get there. Because you have, see, people think we affect our lives, our vibration, our karma, our situations. But I could be here for the whole group. I'm not affecting mine. I've been preordained in this moment to affect this group. To be here. My car could have broke down today. I could never have been here today. Everything could have happened. I could not have been here. I was not supposed to be here. Sometimes we are predestined. You're predestined with your family, like I told her. Name, city of birth, when you arrived, time, day, year you were born here. That was all chosen by you from the other side because that is where you needed to be to start your life on this journey. Your guides are already connected to know what you have to go through. What happens on the other side? We're standing at the table with the guides. We're looking at all the plans. We agree to them. They slip the piece of paper in our pocket. Down we come. So from there to here, we've lost the paper. We've lost it. We knew there was a plan, but we lost it. Now our guides know exactly where we're supposed to be. So they try to orchestrate us to where we need to be. It's the destiny, there's destiny points in our lives that we have to go through. Whether we think they're karma or not, we still have to go through them. And it could be just, like I said here before, it could be just for the group energy, not yours. But eventually it's how you arrive. If you don't like the rickshaw, get in the air-conditioned limo. Pick your journey. That's what we do. Our karma is to pick the journey, to pick the vibration. Sure, we're going to have stuff in life we think that's our karma, our true, our. But what if it was just her situation, for hers? I was here to be part of that, to give them the energy, to give them the vibration, to get out of the rickshaw, and at least get in the front seat of the car. I might not be here anywhere else. I might be here just today to get somebody to get out of the rickshaw.